Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Jennifer Huber, also known as Solo Travel Girl, and I've been documenting my experience using Mounjaro for type 2 diabetes. So before I get started on this week's update, I just want to give you my disclaimer that I am not a healthcare professional and I am just sharing my personal experience and my personal opinion about Mounjaro. I don't have any type of relationship with the drug manufacturer, which is Lilly, Eli Lilly. I get confused about that, but I have no relationship with Mounjaro or the drug manufacturer. I've had no contact with them as well. So let's get right to it. I did take notes this week to make sure I don't forget anything. So yeah, I just finished up week 17 using Mounjaro, and I just finished up using 1 week on 10 milligrams. And first off, I didn't feel any side effects this week. I'll get into pains that I felt in the last couple of days, but it's not related to Mounjaro. I'm pretty sure it's not related to Mounjaro. But I did lose 3 pounds this week, so that makes the total weight loss since using Mounjaro 17 weeks ago 44 pounds. So over 40 pounds in just over 4 months using Mounjaro, which I think is pretty amazing. I still really can't believe it. I do need to pinch myself. I'm still not recognizing the person that I look when I'm doing selfies or in the mirror. I don't recognize my body. Actually, I think I look a little bit older because I don't have the fat filling in the wrinkles. People obviously are noticing. This week I was interacted with a lot of people who said, wow, you look like you've lost weight. What have you done? So I tell them that I have type 2 diabetes, and there's a new medication that was introduced to the market earlier this spring, and that's what I've been taking to help control my A1C and my glucose. Just so happens that weight loss is a side effect of that. So speaking of A1C, I haven't had a A1C check yet. I'm hoping next month, because I am curious about making sure that Mounjaro is doing what it's supposed to do in lowering my glucose, lowering my A1C. But I did get a battery for my glucose monitor, and my glucose has been okay in the morning. I say okay because it's non-fasting. It's like 125, 130 in the morning, so nowhere near 200. If you remember my earlier videos, if my glucose is over 200 in the morning, I need to inject myself with insulin. And thankfully, yes, I have not had to do that yet. I am definitely, that's my dog, he's getting excited. Not sure what that's about. Anyway, I am definitely eating better. I am eating a lot of pre-packaged meals, pre-packaged salads. I just had a Smart One, a frozen meal, and this is because my water situation, my Hurricane Ian destroyed my water filtration system, and right now I have it set up where I have raw well water going into my house. And if you're familiar with Florida water, this is stinky, smelly, mineral rich water. I need to remind myself that some people pay a lot of money to actually soak in mineral rich water. However, it's black, so it means there's iron in it. There's sulfur. It's really stinky. It kind of smells like burnt eggs. And it does leave my skin very soft. It does leave a little bit of texture in my hair. But yeah, so anyway, I can't use my kitchen sink because when my friend and my uncle, when they put together the system, there's a lot of pressure running through the house, through the pipes, and that blew out a pipe under, or a tube underneath the kitchen filtration system. So rather than figuring all that out, I'm just not using the kitchen sink. So if I want to wash dishes, I need to go into the bathroom, fill up a pot, and then boil it on the kitchen sink, and then I use that water, pour it into the sink, and then I wash my dishes. So I'm minimizing what I'm cooking because that means that's less that I need to clean up. So I do have paper plates, I have plastic utensils. I just heard a little critter. I'm outside in my yard. Outside of my yard, there's little lizards running around, but that's Florida, right? So anyway, so yeah, I am eating better. And I'm also exercising more. I'm wearing this hat because I feel like I'm having a bad hair day, but earlier today, my dog and I, we went out to Charlotte Harbor Preserve State Park in Punta Gorda, and we walked that trail. I thought we were going to walk the whole 1.7-mile loop. However, I don't even know if it was midway. We probably weren't even midway, but the trail was just flooded and muddy, and my dog, he took one step into that muddy water and he just turned around. He's like, nope, not gonna do it. So we ended up coming back. However, so I'm getting more steps in, which is great. Again, practicing Pilates, some yoga. Yeah, so we talked about weight loss, we talked about glucose, we talked about food, eating better. We talked about exercise. Now, I did mention earlier in the week, earlier in the video, that I had some pain the last couple of days. So I mentioned last week that I've been having some lower back pain, and yoga was helping with that. Well, on Wednesday morning, because Tuesday evening at work, I somehow scratched my cornea. Something got into my eye, and I rubbed my contact, and basically my eye was red and swollen, and when I woke up the next day on Wednesday morning, it was just way worse. So I went to the clinic, and then they said, yes, you do have scratched cornea, but it looks superficial, so it's not bad. So I was prescribed Cipro eye drops, which Cipro I'm very familiar with as a very strong antibiotic to kill bacteria and other infections. Well, then I started having some pelvic pain, and again, my lower back pain. So I thought, well, maybe it's the Mounjaro. Maybe that's giving me some cramps. But then, listen to my body and then Google. I decided I probably have a urinary tract infection. So I went back to the clinic today because I needed to do a checkup on my eye to make sure that my eye's in the right direction, which it is. I just can't wear my contacts until I go visit my ophthalmologist, until she gives me the okay. But also, yes, I do have a UTI, so now I'm taking Cipro, the pill, to kill what's in there. And honestly, yes, I know it feels like a urinary tract infection, but also it kind of feels like when I went to the Dominican Republic many, many years ago, and I was told not to drink the water, not even in the hotel, you use bottled water. But I remember my last day, I brushed my teeth with the sink water. And then a couple days later, I had this terrible intestinal bacteria infection. And this is kind of what it feels like. So if that's what it is, and I don't want to get it, I know how I should take care of myself. But the Cipro is going to take care of it. I know that because that's what I was prescribed before was Cipro. But if I'm not feeling any better, I will definitely either go to my doctor, my primary doctor, or to the local health clinic. So yeah, so that's it. But this is me. I don't know how far I'll get, but yeah, my clothes, I haven't done much shopping, but this is actually a size medium t-shirt I bought a few weeks ago. These are size 16 shorts, which are obviously very big. My shoes feel big, my jewelry feels big, necklaces, my rings. It's just really weird. I know I mentioned, I think it was the last video, that I feel like my scale is playing tricks on me, that my clothing is playing tricks on me. But yeah, I need to get accustomed to this is the new me, right? And I hope you are having success with Mounjaro as well. I do have several friends taking it in real life at friends, and I know one is still struggling with a lot of side effects. But I hope you are having success with it. Make sure you're talking to your healthcare provider if you're having any issues. Did I mention that I have internet? I have internet. I kind of have internet. I still don't have my Comcast. My Xfinity is still down. The cable's still laying in the yard. Supposedly they're going to address it in the next 3 days, but it's going to be a month without, yes, I have cable TV and internet. And you know what? I've gone a month without it. Do I really need the cable TV? But I did order a T-Mobile hotspot that arrived on Monday. However, I've been bringing work home working late into the early morning hours, and I already burned up my allocation of data usage. However, I do have some low speed internet, so I will start replying to comments accordingly. So yeah, so that's what's going on in my world and my life. Life is getting back to normal after Hurricane Ian. I hope your life is going well. If you're also impacted by Hurricane Ian, I hope life is brighter for you. Just think a year from now, things are going to be so much more better. So I hope you all have a great week. Thank you so much for being here. Be kind to yourself and go ahead and make someone's day this week. It could just be smiling to a stranger or complimenting someone, just something so simple. But be safe this week, and I will catch you next week after another week on Mounjaro. Take care. Thanks for watching.